In the auto industry today, some of the most important buying decisions center around the technology and the luxury features in a modern vehicle. Today, we're looking at the all-new 2019 Ram 1500, and I think you're going to be surprised by just how advanced and smart this new truck has become. In order to make the cabin more comfortable, the length of the crew cab has been extended by 4 inches, allowing the second row of seats to recline. When the rear seats are up, the floor is flat and the in-floor ram bins are bigger. There's also a 115-volt AC outlet in the back seat. Before I get into the high-tech stuff that's available in this new Ram, I want to talk about the interiors generally. I always regarded the Ram as the best interior, quietest, most refined. And they've taken that and they just ratcheted up to a whole different level. Open pore wood, more leather than anybody else in the industry. You even get wood in front of the passenger seat that's branded with the name of the truck in there. So that really is special stuff that you just don't get in any other kind of truck. So it looks and feels much more like a luxury sedan than you would expect ever in a pickup truck. Then you move to the technology. You've got 2 8.4-inch Uconnect screens available, one with and one without navigation. The one with navigation has a beautiful flush mount. Then you get into the showstopper, which is the 12-inch Uconnect screen. This is like nothing we've ever seen in a pickup truck before, and it's class leading. What we have with this is the ability to use it much like we do with our smartphones, to pinch, to zoom, and to swipe. Don't worry though, there's still redundant switches and dials around the screen if you want to use those, say, with your gloves on. But there's more to this system than just its good looks.
So our 4C navigation is our brand new Uconnect system. So it's sort of the revamping of our system. And the C stands for connected. So basically on some of our 8.4-inch screens where they're flush screens, that means that they're connected navigation and they bring in the nav, they bring in the embedded cell phone. All have the availability to bring in our Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So on our top 3 trim levels, we basically have the ability to bring in wireless charging. So the truck comes with 5 USBs total on most of the trim levels. 4 of them are where we have now our new Type-C USB. So basically that gives you actually 4 times the charging speed. 3 of them are actually fully connected. So that means that you can basically have 3 people connected to the radio. With a push of the button on the head unit, you can swap between who's basically playing the music.
The cabin also has a configurable center console, heated and ventilated rear seats, an available panoramic dual-pane sunroof, and 12-way power seats. Another part of the technology story is the advanced driving and safety systems in this all-new Ram. This all-new Ram has an adaptive cruise control that works all the way down to a complete stop. There's also forward collision warning with active braking. And there's also a blind spot warning system with trailer coverage. You let the truck know that you have a trailer behind you, and it can cover up to a 35-foot trailer behind the truck, letting you know if another vehicle is in your blind spot, even with a trailer. That's amazing technology. And when you're backing up and parking, a 360-degree surround camera system.
We've improved our roll stiffness 20% in our front suspension. We took our front sway bar and we flipped it 180 degrees behind. Really improved that roll stiffness. We strengthened the front of our suspension as well. Aluminum lower control arms and our upper control arms are composite to a point where now we can run 22s on our 4x4 unit, which is nice. Then in the rear suspension, we continue with our class exclusive 5-link rear coil suspension. We've increased our payload, but it did not deter whatsoever from the ride, because now we have variable rate rear springs. So it's a really nice riding truck. And then we continue with our air suspension, and that's at all 4 corners. How we made it quieter was we included a ATMM, which is active tune mass modules. And what they do is they attach to the frame, and their purpose is to quiet the vibration that comes in when we go from 8-cylinder mode into 4-cylinder mode. And these things shake 180 degrees out of phase, the vibration that's coming into them. So in essence, cancels that out. You don't feel it in the seat or the steering wheel or even the floor. Now there's a noise as well that comes along with that, and that's our ANC, our active noise cancellation. We have 4 microphones in the headliner, pick that up, and we turn it at 180 degrees out of phase, and then we pump that through the speakers and also through the subwoofer. In essence, canceling it and no noise to the occupant whatsoever.
So the Ram 1500 is a big deal for FCA Canada. In fact, it accounts for 40% of their sales. If you like trucks, if you're considering a truck, you owe it to yourself to get into this all-new 2019 Ram to find out just the level of luxury and technology that's embedded in this new truck.